Alright, hey there everybody, how's it going? Welcome back! As you can tell from the title, we're back on the grid. We're going to be playing some more... Well, technically I would say, like, starting over with, Race Driver Grid, aka Grid, from 2007. I'm playing the Xbox 360 version this time. Now, I did have plans to play the, Hey there. Did have plans to play the, PC version, but... And that was only because I was having issues with the 360 side of the capture card until... What time is it now? 11:50? About 10 minutes ago. But, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get back into it. But first I need to start the recording. I want to make this a YouTube video. So actually we'll just turn this down just a little bit. And we'll go ahead and start recording. Actually, before I do, let me move over just a little bit. Don't want to be like too out of the way, you know. Alright, we'll go ahead and start recording in 3, 2, 1. So yeah, we're gonna start fresh and new with Grid 2007. Because I feel like starting over again, and you know how I do. It's a miracle my NHL 14 gameplay is as far along as it is. Because I would normally restart by now. We're gonna go ahead and start. Gonna type in our name on the old Xbox 360 keyboard here. Let's see if they have my nickname on there. I doubt they do. Let's see first. There we go. Country, USA, of course. Let's see. It would have hopped over immediately to the name if it was there. But this is cool though, because you can put your name... I don't know why my mouth's staying open. You can put your name, as close to your name as you can. It does not have every name. Again, this is from 2007. They only had early 360 PS3 technology to go off of. Let's see. Oh, no, I meant to go to names. But they could also call you a nickname, too. And they even have female names you could put in for the first time in a race driver game. But let's see. What should my nickname be, then? If my YouTube name isn't going to be on there. Let's go with... Let's see. Let's go with Donut. You know what? No, not Donut. Let's go with Hotshot. I prefer Hotshot. Create the autosave file. Whenever you see that little yellow display there, that means the game is auto-saving. Let's go ahead and save it to the hard drive. I don't mind it. Let's start over. There we go. Save completely. And now we get into the intro sequence of the game. Which will be a good test to see how the audio levels will compare when we're doing actual gameplay. Oh, I guess it's not when you start a new profile. But when you start a game fresh, you have a one-race trial in San Francisco in a 2007 Dodge prototype. But afterwards, you're... Oh wait, no, maybe it will be when I click on Grid World. Yep, here we go. My bad. It's been a while since I started fresh with Grid. But now we actually do get to see the Dodge Viper start. On the streets of San Francisco and near the Fisherman's Wharf. Now, as much as I loved Race Driver 2 and its story, I do kind of like how there's a minimum story in Race Driver here. Because it replaces the story with pure freedom to do what you want. And including new, oh, we already started. And it's a one-lap race in the best car in the game, the Dodge Viper GTS from 2007. There we go.
You're in the Viper for this one. And with an 8.5-liter 500 brake horse V10 under the hood, this car doesn't do subtle.
As I bump into a Mustang. Now this race I don't think does anything for your career. This is just to get you acquainted with the racing style in this game. Because racing in city streets I don't think was often in the Race Driver series before the grid reboot, so to speak. Careful. Well, we damaged up that pretty Viper. Dang it.
Keep her steady going up the hill and try to stay out of trouble.
I'll try my best, even though I got myself into trouble.
Okay, Hotshot. The turn coming up is kind of treacherous. Brake early and brake hard or you'll smash into the barrier.
Got it. There we go. Up the hill. I think we're on Market Square is where this track is. I've only been to San Francisco a couple of times in my life.
Take it easy over these bumps.
Yeah, we don't want to damage our suspension as we go through Chinatown. But I've driven...
The next corner. It's a killer for a beginner.
Good thing I'm not a beginner. This is the first time the Race Driver series where you actually feel like you own the team. You own a team, as we're about to,
Just a couple of corners to go.
as we're about to get through here, as we approach the Bay Bridge. Ow! Well, there goes the gearbox, but we're at the finish line anyway, so it doesn't matter. And there we go.
You just got the win. I did have some doubts about you at first, kid, but that was some great driving.
So there we go. We got our little test drive done with. We got a win for Raven West, the dominant team, if you remember from Grid Legends. So yeah, this game is the reboot of the Race Driver series. Oh, you actually get an achievement if you roll your car 20 times. With the streets we went on, 163 was the fastest we could have gone on.
Finishing the qualifier in San Francisco has earned you a rookie license in all
see,
regions.
as you see here, it doesn't matter.
Licenses won't come so easy, and we need them to start earning real money. You can earn higher licenses by increasing your reputation.
So yeah, like I said, it wouldn't have mattered where you finished. As long as you finished, you got to continue the game's career mode. Welcome to our garage.
I'm your new business manager. I'll take care of the money, you take care of the driving. This
Sounds
garage
good to
isn't
me.
Much, but it'll become your second home. I've got a great deal on a car for you, but it's going to need some work before you can race it. We're going to need about 80 grand. You'll be driving for other teams at first. Win some races for them, and we'll have enough cash to start our own team. I've invested a lot in you. Don't let me down.
So yeah, the game will call you either by your name.
Driving for other teams is a great way to earn money quickly. You get a fixed amount for each race, plus bonuses for exceeding expectations. Problem is, it doesn't help increase your reputation as much as racing for your own team.
Exactly. So yeah, the game will call you by your nickname or whatever name, if you happen to have your name fit in the game's parameters. Now, each driver offer represents a different region. Like, for example, if we pick the top one, we'd be in North America. Well, no, actually, it would be just plain old America. And then the middle one represents Europe, and the bottom one represents Japan. Now, America will offer me the most reputation for just appearing. But if I finish in the top 5, they'll give me an extra 2 grand, which would bring it up to 10 grand. Let's go ahead and race. We're going to Washington, D.C. for this one.
This screen allows you to set the difficulty level for each event, which will boost the reputation you can earn.
Alright, well, we'll turn off braking assist. I do want stability control and traction control. Because I can brake fine, and the issue is just, I can't keep the car on the track. Alright, let's go racing in our nation's capital. I guess I should say my nation's capital. Just outside, the Capitol building. And the Washington Monument. There we go. We'll be racing Chevrolet. We'll be racing some Chevrolet Lassettis. But just finishing the event will get me the yeah, just finishing the race will get me 10 grand. Ah! Ow! Hey! Just finishing the race will get me 8 grand, but getting in the top 5 will get me an extra 2 grand, which will get us to that 80 grand faster. Exactly. I should probably have implemented like a...
It looks like a driver has spun out.
Ooh, somebody spun out ahead. This was the first real game to use the Codemasters Ego engine, where anything can happen. You can spin out, the computer can spin out, they can wreck and get themselves out of the race. Anything is possible with... Anything was possible with the Ego engine, which was what they would implement in their future F1 games. Oh, see, like that, just exactly like that. That's the Ego engine at work, which made it more like a Simcade style of racer. There's some simulation elements, like especially the damage, but the game feels like an arcade racer. Kind of fitting, since this game was actually in arcades. Thanks to the help of Sega. There we go. Around the corner. There we go. And up the hill. Ow! Hey! Ow! Well, yeah, there goes our steering. And our right front wheel. It's going to be a little bit shaky, which means grip's going to be a little bit hard to come by in this final lap. But we don't have to win the race, remember, as long as we finish in the top...
Got a little banged up, but it's nothing serious.
As long as we finish in the top 5, we're good. All we gotta do is just keep the car under control. I may want to up the difficult... No, I don't want to up it too much, but I may implement the Pro mode of this game, which has no flashbacks. But yeah, this game introduced the flashback system for Codemasters, where you can rewind a certain section, up to a certain section of the track, and just try again if you mess up. But there we go, we got the win.
Yeah, great racing.
Thanks, guys. There we go. We got a win in that Chevrolet Lassetti, which everybody drove. Give me a second. So there's our payments. We got a nice cool 10 grand right there. And we get a little bit of a rep boost for finishing that race and having the higher difficulty.
And the money's not bad either.
But yeah, you see that we actually do get rewarded for not using flashbacks, depending on, I guess, the difficulty. Alright, so we're part of the way there. We're close to a quarter. But where should we go next? Let's try Japan. We're going in the Pro Tuned Racing Series. We gotta take out a Toyo Team Hurricane for an extra $4,000. We'll be driving this Nissan 350Z. No, we're not doing Savage. We'll just leave it on Pro mode, where there are no flashbacks and no restarts. If you crash, it's it. That's it. You don't get another chance. Which does lead to the most benefits. If we win this race easily, then we'll switch it over to Savage difficulty. Welcome to Yokohama.
You must have done something right to get noticed by Top Secret, and they'll pay you extra if you beat Toyo Team Hurricane today.
So we gotta beat the Nissan GTRs. And off we go. We got 3 laps around the port of Yokohama. Ow, ow, ow! Hey, hey! So that's where the drivers are. So do you guys have any? Oh, whoa, whoa! Car spun out up ahead. It looks like a Nissan.
What spun out? It's Mayasuke Yamaguchi.
Oh, well, there they go.
Yoichi Mamura is leading the pack.
Well, luckily we don't have to worry about them. We just got to worry about Arata up ahead. He's in the top 5.
All right, you're in 7th.
Yeah, so far so good.
Top Secret
Oh, whoa, whoa.
leading this race.
Bit of a spin out, but up ahead we go. Oh, a lot of contact with Arata and the driver in 4th place. And around the corner. Oh, bit of bump there. How fitting. Hey there, Raven West. And yeah, I do like the track here too. Right. Just gotta keep our patience. Try to keep it through the tight buildings and all the cargo stuff here. Slow it down. Still right behind Team Hurricane.
This is your final lap.
There we go. Bump past Arata, bump past everybody. No, no mercy. We're fighting for the lead. There we go.
I like what I'm seeing. You're in 1st place.
There we go. Up in the lead. We are playing on serious difficulty, but I'm thinking if we hold on for the win, I'm definitely thinking about bumping it up to Savage difficulty. Oh, whoa, whoa. Well, there went Yoichi in the lead again. My teammate, I didn't even... Whoa! Did it sound like somebody wrecked behind us? I can't tell if somebody did. Or probably just tire wear. But, whoops. There we go. And off the final corner. Past the crowd, we get the win.
Well done.
Yeah, we're definitely bumping up the difficulty. Nice win. If only I could just do it like with the lips. Alright, so we got the $1,100 for just the offer, but now we actually also get bonus money. Plus, we get that rep boost for Japan. There we go.
Nice race. That'll improve our bottom line.
Okay, so we do get the 6 grand. There we go. We're now almost halfway to that. Mustang, the 70s Mustang. Well, we're gonna even things out. Let's go to Europe next. Drive for Auto Orlando Sport in Spain. Driving a Porsche 911. Oh, Yarama. Okay. I think this is the old. Judging from the title, this looks like the old Spanish Grand Prix circuit. The old Spanish F1 circuit. I agree, race manager or business manager. Let's go up. Let's bump this up to Savage. See how we do there. You guys got to see the cars too, so that's why I'm not necessarily. That's why I'm not really keeping myself locked to the head camera. Which of course means we get more money for not using our flashbacks.
Cars in Le Mans Series races are split into 4 separate classes. Just worry about beating the cars in your class.
Got it. So, everybody ahead of us are in different classes. GT1 and Le Mans prototypes. We're in GT2 class, so we don't have to worry about the Aston Martins up ahead. Just gotta worry about the strikers on the other Porsches, like my teammate here. Oh. Man, I turned way too early for that corner. Oh, I have no idea why it seemed like the frame rate seems to be cutting out massively there. Oop, get off the grass, get off the grass. Alright, well, we're still in good shape. We just need to keep our finish where we are. I think we finish in second, we get the extra money.
Currently second in your class.
Uh-oh. Aw, dang it. That's always seems to be my problem there, was that little, I keep turning in too early around the corners here. But let's see if we can catch up to the rest of the field. You just gotta maybe try to avoid the brakes a bit too. Alright, well, we're over 3 seconds behind Gironin here. Oop, dang it. Alright, well, I need to find the right way to get my grip together when it comes to Savage difficulty, I guess.
It looks like a driver is spotted.
Oh, that helps.
I think that's
Warren Hughes. I hope y'all are doing well today. Thanks for stopping by and watching me play Grid 2007. Or Race Driver Grid, depending on where you're from. No flashback? I'm trying to do a bit of a challenge where I'm not going to use a flashback. But I can use the instant replay. That's the thing about Pro Mode. You're not allowed to use flashbacks in Pro Mode. Oh, you gotta finish in the top 3 to get the bonus 2 grand. And also that means there's no restarts. If you crash, that's it. It's over. Heading into the final lap. We actually gained about a second on Gironin here. Oh, spin! Dang it! Dang it. Well, at least we're up a couple spots. Alright, I think I just need to gain a couple more spots. Can we do it? Get off the possible grass, or future grass, I should say. Almost there. Almost there. I don't think I'm gonna make it. So close. Well, we got close. We managed to come back and finish 4th in the class. So we're not gonna get the extra $2 grand. But that's alright. Not bad. We could have finished last. And our teammate got the win. I appreciate that, Raven West. Yeah, we couldn't get the $4 grand bonus, unfortunately. But progress is progress. And we're gonna get bonus money. We're gonna get the extra. We're gonna double our money for not using a flashback. That puts us now past the halfway point towards getting our Mustang. So now we've done at least an event in each one. So we'll do a different, one of the rare events on here, because people don't usually go back to these driver offers once they get the car. We're gonna drive for BMW Team Deutschland in a sort of test drive sort of thing. They want me to do a few laps at the Nürburgring F1 circuit. And if I beat their time, I get an extra $2 grand. Now let's just keep it at Savage. That seems like the perfect balance of difficulty for me. The real challenge is gonna be when we get to Le Mans and I spin out like I always do. Especially when we reach the desync issues.
A fast lap challenge on the Nürburgring for Team Deutschland. Could this offer be any more German?
Maybe if we were driving Mercedes instead of BMWs. And off we go. Alright. So I think Nürburgring was the German F1 circuit at the time. If not, then it definitely rotated with that in the old Hockenheim ring. We got 3 laps to get that extra $2 grand. Let's see if we can do it. And honestly, I still think Grid 2007 holds up really well. Especially if you're looking for a fast-paced arcade, like simcade game for your 360 or PS3 or PC. This game was also on Steam. I forgot about that. I don't know if it's still on the Steam store now. I got it back in like 2010 when I got my PC, when I got my first real PC. So I was lucky to get it then. Now, unlike in other racing games, Grid does not have the full Nürburgring Nordschleife track. It's just the F1 circuit they had the rights to, because I think Sony had the rights to the. Well, no, I don't remember if games like Forza or Project Gotham Racing also had the Nordschleife. Oh, 3 seconds too slow, but again, we were on a standing start, not a running lap. Oh, they're not on Steam anymore. Okay, so I guess I was lucky to have gotten the games when I did. The only game I'm missing from my PC collection then would be Grid Autosport. I need to find the 360 copy of Autosport again. Like I said, I was lucky to get those games when I did, because I got Grid 1 and 2 on PC. In fact, I played through Grid 2 a few years ago, back in the earlier days of my channel. Well, actually, I guess you could say early days of my channel. It always seems like I have to focus when I get to this section of the track. Because I tend to, like, overdrive it sometimes. Especially when we get to that final chicane. At 100 miles an hour. Oh yeah, I am using the American Imperial system for this one. I mean, this does well on YouTube. I'll probably end up doing what I planned on doing earlier and just making, like, cutting all these live streams up into like YouTube videos as we beat the target time by 1.5 seconds. Which means we're almost there. We're almost we can almost get our Ford Mustang what's the term? Restored. That's it. I almost forgot the term there. Okay, so you only get the experience if you do the bonus objective.
Good driving. Way to pull out the win.
Just say we pulled out the fast time. So that puts us at $61,000. So a couple more of these driver offers, depending on how much they offer, and we'll be able to work. Actually, 11 grand. No, none of these will get us there yet. So let's do Team Orange and a Nissan Silvia. Oh, we're doing our first drift event. Any team name you'll come up with once you have enough on your start. Yep, I know that. I've played this game plenty of times on both the...
Drift GP events are based on a knockout tournament structure. All competitors are paired off, and you'll get one run in which to outscore your opponent. Beat him, and you'll progress to the next round of the tournament. Points are given for angle, speed, and duration of each of your drifts. Large angles and high speeds will mean bigger scores. After a drift, you'll have a short window of time to start another one. Link numerous drifts together and you'll increase your combo. Drift close to the red flags and you'll earn bonus points. However, be careful not to slide off the track or crash into anything. If you do, you'll lose any points you haven't banked. Good luck.
Yeah, I'll be honest, the drift, it's fun, but it's also my weakest discipline. I prefer just flat-out racing. Alright, the biggest reputation win so far is the 236 for winning the DC.
Your drift score is the only factor in this event.
Yep. Alright, here we go. Use the E-brake to initiate drift. Actually, this is the one time we'll use the, you can see a little bit on the center of the screen there. This is where you'll see the angle of your car as you make your drifts. The bigger the angle, the more points you get. And like the crew chief said, we have to try to keep our drifts as close to those red markers as possible. Well, luckily we don't lose points for spinning out like you do in Grid 2. Gotta try to remember which button was the E-brake. I think it was the A button. It's just enough to... Now, the only way the drift multiplier goes up when you're starting a second drift is if you get at least a great drift. That's the only way you'll get your reputation up. Or, not reputation, I should say, the combo score up. Whoop. Now, you see why this is the weakest mode for me. Alright. Well, let's see if that helps. 167. Stop. Ah! Lost out by 15,000. But Yeah, you see why drifting is the weakest category for me.
That's your day, kid.
Unfortunately, no. And the winner is Jin Kudo for Top Secret. So we'll be in for a bit of a tough time when we get to the Drift GP events in Japan. But at least we're gonna get some money. We get 8 grand for making it, plus we're gonna get 6 grand for not using a flashback. Which means we just gotta do one more event, and that Mustang is ours. And since we're gonna be driving a 70s Mustang, let's drive what was then a concept for the new Mustang GTR with O'Brien Motorsport. As we're going back to San Francisco for the eBay Motors Muscle Cup. We'll be driving with Dodge Challengers, I believe, as well as Chevy Camaros. Now, I believe the game is complete when you reach number 1 on the driver ranking, or you do all the challenges against Raven West. Yeah, we gotta drive. See these old Dodge Challengers. Alright, let's see if we can take this Mustang. Got it. Oh, we're also driving against those Vipers. And we got... So we're driving backwards. We're driving the backwards track of the track we started on. Well, actually, it's a bit different. Yeah, American racing in this game focuses on the tight city streets. We'll be driving on the streets of San Francisco, Washington, D.C. you saw, and we'll be also driving on just outside of, oop, dang it. We'll see if I can get this car to a podium.
Marcus Brooks is directly ahead of you now.
Got it. What was I saying? Oh yeah, we'll also be driving on the streets of...
Lumination are leading the race.
Okay. We're driving on the streets of Detroit and Long Beach as well.
Great passing. So clean.
Oh yeah, so clean. Oh, car spun out up ahead. That puts us in the top 5. So we're driving on a slightly shorter version of the track we started on.
Nice work. You're now in 5th place.
Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Survived the corner. We got 3 laps to go. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Paul Cotton got off the track. Man, that's what I love about the Ego engine. Hey, Echo. I'm doing alright. Thanks for asking. Now, like I said, we're gonna have some trouble going up with the Vipers unless they spin out. Yeah, we got some front bumper damage, but we should be fine. I believe the Xbox 360... Oh, sorry, Ross. You kidding me? Hold on, guys. My dog sat on the remote. Hold on. Yeah, okay. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what happened. I wasn't expecting my dog to sit on my remote. There we go. Alright, well that's definitely getting cut. Alright. Up we go. We're gonna be halfway through the race in San Francisco. It was our fastest lap, but we got a tough competitor ahead of us, and unless he wrecks out, we're just fighting for second place.
Out in a crash on the track. Whoa, I think it's Paul Collins.
Yeah, we got a driver behind us that wrecked out.
Lumination are leading the race.
Yeah, Daryl Stanley and his Viper is out in front. We're doing good competing in our Mustang. There's some areas of the track we're better at, and that's allowing to keep this race competitive. Oh wait, is he in a Viper or is... Actually, it looks like he's in a 60s Dodge Challenger. Either that or that was the old Challenger 2008 Challenger prototype. Oh, it is a Challenger prototype, okay. Go past the wharf.
Well done, Hotshot.
Final lap.
That's the fastest lap you've done on this track.
Minute 5:33. Good timing. And that's allowed us to be right behind Daryl. Whoa, 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 whoa. Careful, that was close. Remember, I got pro mode on, so if we wreck, it's over. Right behind him. A couple of old muscle cars going at it. See if we can put some pressure on him and pass him. Oh. And by pressure, I guess I mean just nudge him out of the way, Intimidator style.
Great driving. You got the lead.
I went too far into the wall there. Steering's going to be hurt a little bit in this final corner. But I don't think it'll make that much of a difference. There we go. One more corner. There we go. Oop. Almost ruined it at the end there.
Good job. You did it. Yeah, great racing.
And with that win, we're now a professional race team. There's the 9 grand. Plus 3 grand for finishing in the podium. Get our extra America points.
Great job. Now we're in business. The first thing you've got to do is choose a name for our new team. This is how we'll be known worldwide, so make it good.
But we can change the name whenever we want to. Alright. Let's see. What should our team name be called, guys? Please keep it within terms of service. Oh, Team Hecho, clearly. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not good with names, that's why I usually ask you guys. Bird Racing 2? No, it's like Bird Twitch, but no, that's not a good idea. No, I wouldn't like that one. Besides, I don't think it would fit. We only have a limited number of characters to name our team. Team Hecho, clearly. Actually, now that I think about it, might be a better name. Oh, you know what? Let's try this. Let's see if this fit. Will it be enough? Hecho Bird Racing. If only. You know what? We're clearly unprofessional. Let's just have it all be one word. Hedgehog Racing. Even though teams in this game get to have longer names than we do. For now, this brings us all together, I would say.
That'll work. We've spent the cash you earned from...
There we go. Our Mustang is restored.
...registering the team, so we're pretty low on funds again. Our mechanics restored the Mustang back to mint condition. It's ready to race.
So we only got like 10 grand.
Select which colors and pattern you want, and we'll put it on every car we buy from here on out. We want to make you and your car a brand name, which will attract big dollars from sponsors and the best drivers to fill out the rest of your team. That will put us on the road to the big money.
What design should we go with then? Let's see. Luckily I got a lot of preset designs we can work with. Let's see. Since it's got a bird on it, let's stick with this one. Alright, now for the colors. The base. Oh, nope, we gotta go the other way. I kinda don't like that this is the lightest blue we can get. But it's fine. We'll use this one. The base, you can go a bit red on the base, and for the wings itself, doesn't really, yeah, we'll just stick with the dark blue. Which one will look better? Yeah, this dark blue is fine with me. So there we go, that's our team design. Of course, we gotta go with our number. You can probably take a guess what number we're going with. There we go. 29. There we go, this car looks good. And this will be our design for every car we get in this game. And our teammate's car in the future. So now at this point, we can still use driver offers to build up our cash, but like our manager said, it's gonna take forever to build up our reputation. The best way to get reputation is this.
The podium represents the world of professional racing. It's divided into 3 regions: the United States, Japan, and Europe. Completing events boosts your rep in each region and earns you new licenses. The more licenses you have, the more events you can enter, and the more money we'll make.
Now our Mustang will get us into at least one event in every region. We can do Classic Muscles in America, Classic Muscles in Europe, or the Pro Tour events in Japan. Let's do Classic Muscle in Europe. We're going to go to Milan, Italy. We're going to go to Milan, Italy for the Classic Muscle Championship. Winning this championship will get us 27,000 experience points, or rep points, and 40 grand in the bank. Second place gets us 34 grand and 21,600 rep points, while third place gets us 16,000 rep points and 28 grand. Alright, and this car is pretty standard across the board. It doesn't really excel in any one area. It's a perfect starter car. Alright, a city known for fashion is known for racing today. So our only car is worth 58 grand. We needed the extra 22 grand to restore the car to peak condition. Here we go.
I've known this guy for years. He's bad news. Watch your tailpipe.
Alright, we gotta watch ourselves around Marcus. He'll be driving a, looks like a Challenger. Oh no, wait, no, that looks like a, that actually could be a Camaro. Yeah, it's a Camaro, my bad. Alright, here we go. Now, you're not, at this point forward, you're not really required to finish at a certain position, but but it is highly recommended you perform as best as you can. Get him out of the way first. Sure, that's gonna dent up our car.
Marcus Brooks in the car ahead.
Oh, there went the rear bumper. But luckily, we don't have to pay for damages in this game. In fact, you never have to pay for damages in a grid game. We gotta be careful next to him. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is a Camaro next to us. Go up to 150 miles an hour and take care of Jean Valley here too. Now all these races, we've only been doing like single races, but from this point forward in a driver event, and I'm just shoving Marcus to the lead.
Marcus Brooks is out in front.
Yeah, it's definitely not because I got him to the front or anything. There we go. Oh, ow, ow!
Keep it up. You're leading the race.
Ow! I gotta be careful. There we go. Oh, side-by-side action. There we go, up ahead. Yeah, luckily we don't have to pay for damages in the Grid series. Ever, really. The only game I can think of that forces you to pay for damages is NASCAR Dirt to Daytona. But that's without playing other, like, career mode games. Oh! Uh-oh. We slowed down way too much, and now our engine's affected from all the damage.
Okay, this is your final lap.
And now we're about to lose our front bumper.
Rearview mirror the rest of the way, and we'll have our win.
Go around the... Oop, heading up on the fountain. Oh! Ow, ow, ow. Ow! Oh, this engine might be a problem. Ow! This car is going to get beat up by the time we finish. There we go. And around the corner, just gotta hold on as long as we can. See, as I was saying, now at this point we're having multiple race championships. We're no longer just doing one race at a time, one-off events. We're going to be competing. Well, with one major exception, and I've already mentioned what the exception is. The only exception is the end of season 24 Hours of Le Mans race, which I'm surprised is the last game to ever have the official 24-hour Le Mans license. Now, Gran Turismo does have 24 hours of Circuit de la Sarthe, but it's kind of different, and it's not official. But there we go. There we go. Oh, it was a Plymouth. I thought it was a Camaro. Oh well, we got the win, and that is our first win for Hecho Bird Racing. Alright. So we don't have to worry about this right now, but you can also get points added for your teammate score. Because as you see, there's also a sort of constructors championship. Now we won't get full payment until we get finished with this second race here.
He's just below you in the standings.
Oh, careful. Ow! Well, there goes the gearbox. We're gonna have some trouble shifting up and down. but hopefully it won't be enough to ruin it. Alright, we're gonna have to pause for a little bit. I'll pause the recording because it is lunchtime, so I will be back in just a few moments. Yeah, good thing I remembered to do that. Sorry, folks. I know I pretty much just killed all momentum of the stream, so... we'll do a little bit of more of a recording session, and then, we'll call it a stream for today. Sorry it took so long. Alright, let's get back at it then. Okay. Yeah, now goes the sound desync.
Whoa, someone spun out.
Just gotta focus on the visual and not on the audio. If we can do that, we might be in good shape. Ow.
That's Marcus Brooks in the car ahead.
Alright, so that's a guy we're fighting with in the championship. He's gotta approach this track differently since we're going in the other direction.
Oh, you just missed a major crash.
Oh, he had a crash behind us, it seems. Sorry, Marcus. Sorry, Marcus. Oh, ooh, that sounded like it hurt. Oh, somebody spun out in front. That moves us up into 6th place. There we go, back into the top 5. You got a lap and a half to go. And
A major accident just took out at least one of your competitors.
almost lost that one. And we fall back out of the top 5. Alright, we just gotta find a way to get back into that top 5. Doesn't seem like it's a major issue. Oop. Dang it, whoa! Whoa! Ah! I was gonna say it didn't sound like a major issue. Dang it, everything's broken. I'm lucky our car is still in one piece after that flip. Dang it. Well, we're definitely not winning this championship, that's for sure. You just gotta fight back and see how far up the field we can get.
Your car got a little banged up, but it's nothing serious.
Oh, what the heck was that? I guess I turned in the complete wrong direction. Or I hit the brakes at the wrong time. Alright, so we go from top of the field to the very bottom in one flip. Dang it. Oh well. At least it'll allow us to try again. Oh yeah, it does not help that our car is completely damaged. Luckily Surge is out of the race, so we're not gonna finish dead last. And of course my headphones are about to die, because why wouldn't they? Yeah, the tire is practically gone over here. Let's just limp this car across the finish line. There we go. Dang it. Alright, well, I have no choice but to do it like this. Okay. Well, unfortunately, it's gonna have to result in me being a little bit quieter because my headphones are about to wreck out of the race, but at least we rolled across the finish line. I wasn't expecting a flip. Anyway. Well, we finished 5th, so that only gets us 9,000 rep points. At least we're gonna walk away with some money in this. We got 20 grand for winning for getting in the 5th place. Not bad. We'll do one more event before we call it. Let's just go back to America, back to San Francisco for the Lucas Oil Bay Bridge Trophy. Same rules apply. Would have had a better chance if I didn't flip and practically destroy the car in the process, but hey, that's racing for you. Okay.
Raven West Motorsport are a class act. Just do your best, kid. You can't do more.
And at the rate we go, like he said, we'll probably be lucky just to get the right for today. The way to it, Rick Scott, Nathan McCain. They're not even spoilers that we Rick Legends, if you haven't seen my gameplay of that, as the first guy. We bumped some guy off this line.
Marcus Brooks is out in front of us. You've taken over 8th place. Raven West are leading this race.
We got old Sir Bronson ahead of us, and we get past him. Raven West is the best team in the game by far.
Right now, there are 5 seconds between you and a podium finish.
I didn't play the new man last week. Like it. Here out there.
Whoa!
Oh, we had a double
Someone's
crash.
spun out. It's Sean
There's Sean
Valley.
Valley and Nathan McCain crashing out in the final corner of the first lap. I was not expecting that. I saw Sean
You're closing the gap. Right now, only a couple of
Nathan
seconds
McCain
separate you and
wrecked
first
out
place.
as well. I was quite surprised. I was not expecting that. And we let you close the tire barrier there. Nothing seems to be damaged on the inside. Just our car is making me tell me we quickly run out of speed around here. We're going to the track we ran about a while ago. We gotta hope that Rick Scott breaks out now. Sean Valley still in it. He didn't completely wreck unlike Nathan. Dang it, we are on the accelerator and we're 4 seconds behind Rick Scott. I think he's driving a Mustang. Raven West is driving a Mustang, I should say.
Another driver is out in a crash on the track. It's Nathan McCain.
But 3 out of the exit was final corner.
Well done, Hotshot.
rhythm going.
Another win for Raven West. Kind of inevitable. That was great driving. You took second.
That could help us out a lot, man. His championship will help us out. He's the Marcus Evans team. That's full rectangular race. As we get right into round 2. Probably going through the more familiar reverse section of San Francisco. We still have yet to get a trophy, but this is our technically second championship.
Racing's easy when you're leading the event. Watch this guy today.
Really come down to my skill versus theirs, and their skill is better.
Slipped into 4th place. Raven West are leading this race. You're closing the gap. Right now, only a couple of seconds separate you in 1st place.
It is what it is. Alright, so at this point, we actually would win the championship as long as Rick doesn't get past Chris. If they just went out again, that would have put us in prime position to win the championship. Got it, EJ.
Great driving. You got the lead.
Get the lead there. On pace to do all he can to get the win on it. Give Rick Scott a chance to win the championship.
Well done, Hotshot. That's the fastest lap you've done on this track. Well done, Hotshot. That's the fastest lap you've done on this track.
Conservative on that turn there. Did he squeeze again? we will win the Bay Bridge Trophy. Because I believe this is still a 2 championship trophy. There we go, we got the championship win. It's not enough for the team win, but they got us 3rd place in a single car team. That does mean a lot. And that's our first championship win. So 27,000 rep points.
We made it to 100,000. Keep it up.
We get 50 grand for winning the championship and 12 grand for flashbacks, and we get into another feature of Grid, where depending on where you finish, if you finish in the 3rd, you get 1 sponsor. If you finish in 2nd, you get 2 sponsors. And if you win the championship, you get all 3 sponsors, like we have here. We got Double Red, APS, and Lucas Oil themselves. They're willing to sponsor our team.
We received our first sponsorship deal. I've taken the liberty of applying the decal to your car. We'll earn money every time we satisfy their objectives in a race. You can apply the sponsor decals yourself from now on. As you climb the ladder, we'll receive bigger and better offers from bigger and better companies. I'll let you know when more come in.
The best way to get it is through sponsorships. And since there are our first sponsorships, all they want us to do is just finish the race. If we can do that, then they'll give us the money. So there we go. That's going to do it for our first look at Grid, or Race Driver Grid, for the Xbox 360. I hope you guys had a good time watching. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have yourselves a great rest. Thank you guys. In the next video. Take care, everybody, and goodbye. Alright, so that'll also do it for us here on stream. There we go. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I appreciate you all very much. Let's go put the raid to Brzezinski. Oops, wait, the game does autosave, so don't worry. Let me just go ahead and turn it off. There we go. Let's go ahead and get the raid going. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have yourselves a wonderful rest of the day. Let's go ahead and get that started. Oh, an ad starting. Hold on. I gotta snooze the ad. As much as I need my ad revenue, we're about to raid out, and it won't do me any good if we raid during a during an ad. There we go. Alright, we will start the raid. Thank you guys so much. Have yourselves a good rest of the day. I will see you all next time. Take care, everybody, and goodbye. Oop. There we go. Take care, everybody, and goodbye.